Hello guys, this is me Graphic Raja and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to start from where we left last time. Today I'm going to design a logo for this channel. So let's roll our temporary intro. So I'll start with throwing some ideas on paper, then I'll finalize one of those ideas and then I'll start working on that digitally. So let's do it. Since I wanted to make a logo for my YouTube channel, I decided to go with a cool word mark. Word mark is basically logo which contains only a word or a name. For example, Coca-Cola, IBM, Google, etc. First, I started with rough lockup of the word Graphic Raja. I decided to keep one word in English and one word in Devanagari to give that Indian look to the logo. Then I started developing one more option with little more details. Most of the time, I draw rough sketches like this and then tweak them digitally. After the first option, I went on to create another logo in brush script where letters look handwritten and free-flowing. I wasn't sure of using that treatment. Still, I drew another option which was little bit different. I wanted to include a small element in the logo which will indicate that this is a graphic design channel. So I drew variation of cursor that I can incorporate in logo. So while starting sketching, I had two things in mind. First, I wanted the logo to look happy, and second, it should have that complementary spacing and fluidity. So I have established both the ideas. Now let's jump into Illustrator and start digitizing our logo. Just quickly take the photos and there we go.
It's graphic joke time.
So I wanted this book. I went to a shop. I asked him, भैया आपके पास ये बुक है? तो भैया said, अरे बेटा ये बुक हम नहीं रखते क्योंकि इसमें मार्जिन नहीं है.
It's end of transmission.
Let's get started with the design.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
First, I started with outlining my sketches to see if those work in terms of layout because those were not very finished sketches. While doing that, I had another idea to create the same layout with more of a geometric shapes, mostly circles. So I gave it a try. First, I made a grid with letter width as same as its x height. Then I started putting circles that can be fused together to create letters. I wanted the logo to look little geometric. That's why I avoided use of any font with 1:1 letter structure.
It sound right, boys.
Once I put all the circles in place, using Shape Builder tool, I fused the shapes together and my basic structure of logo was ready. Then I decided to add more subtle details like divided serifs, which I derived from the references I gathered in last video. If you want to check out that video, link is in the description. Anyways, after that, I started developing lettermark and pictogram for different scales. I know those I'll never use, but still I gave it a try. I also tried different colors and selected this combination of vibrant and modern color palette. At last, with little bit tweaking of cursor, our option 1 was ready.
It sound right, boy.
So that was our first option. Now we're gonna start with the second option. I know this video is getting a little longer, but please bear with me. I promise you this video is going to be entertaining. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Since I had rough sketches which were in handwritten style, I made this option. I started with similar method, but since it was brush style, I went more with visual judgment of spacing. Like the first one, here also we used the ovals to create basic shapes. Unlike first option, here I worked with strokes and not the shapes, because I wanted the control over thickness of the letter so that I can change that however I want. After creating all the letters, I tried adding other elements to balance out the shapes with asymmetrical balance. Then I tried developing the letter mark and a pictogram. To be honest, those are not the nicest pictograms I've ever designed. Anyways, with little bit of tweaking, we are done with our second option. So these are our two logos. One is done in geometric style and another one is done in script style. So which one should I use for my YouTube channel? So what I did is I conducted a poll on Instagram and the winner of that poll is geometric one. So that was it for today guys. More videos of this series are coming soon. Tab tak ke liye like this video, share this with everyone, subscribe to my channel, and who knows, someday I'll be selling you membership for Skillshare. Then you can decide whether you want to buy it or not. Because who am I to tell you? I'm just a random guy who's designed to design. Namaste.